Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jordan. This is your 30-minute vinyasa flow. I'm so excited that you're here. No props are required. However, we will be coming into our revolved half moon, which for me, I like to have a block to just bring the earth up to meet my hand, find a little bit more stability in that shape, more space for the breath. So feel free to join me in grabbing a couple of blocks. You can place them on either side of your mat near the top of your space. We'll also begin in a comfortable seat. So maybe you'd even like to have a block to lift the hips in a kneeling position or cross-legged. Or you can even bring a blanket underneath the hips just to invite a little bit of space there. Encourage the spine to lengthen. And take a moment to notice your breath whenever you arrive in your comfortable seat. Keeping in mind, this is your practice, this is your time. So honor it in whatever way feels supportive. You make all of the decisions about what happens on the four corners of your mat. So feel free to take anything I say as merely a suggestion. Our only objective here is to be a witness to sensations in the body and allow the breath to move us, to inspire movement. You're welcome to close down the eyes or soften the gaze, bringing awareness to anywhere that's gripping or holding in the body. And maybe with this simple, unbiased awareness, those spaces begin to soften. Notice the depth, the quality of your breath. How it feels, where it starts, where it ends, and how it continues on. Every inhale an opportunity to begin again. And with this in mind, we will start our time here together by taking a deep breath in through the nose. Filling all the way to the tippy top of your collarbone, pausing here, embracing this fullness, retaining the breath. Exhale to sigh it out, send it out. Letting all of the breath go. With invitation, not force. Pausing at the bottom, suspending the breath. And we inhale to flutter the eyes open. You can sweep the hands up high overhead. Maybe gaze follows. Get nice and long through the torso. And exhale, side body stretch to the left. Left hand roots, right hand reaches. Press into your left hand. Notice if this inspires a little lift in the right ribs. Maybe pull the right thumb back to peel the heart open. Press into the left hand. Inhale to lift through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to the right knee, thigh, maybe the shin. Right fingertips behind the body, or sliding into an imaginary jean pocket on the right hip. Steady, deep, conscious breaths here. Inhale brings you back through center. Reach the hands overhead. Exhale to cactus through the elbows. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. And release. We'll find an opposite cross of the legs. If you opted for a cross-legged situation. And inhale to reach. Re-extend the hands overhead. Breathe into all four sides of the torso. Exhale, right palm root, side body stretch. Press into the right hand. Notice if this inspires lift in the left ribs. Maybe imagine extending beyond your left fingertips or explore a bend in the right elbow. Soften the left hip. And inhale through center, twist to the left. Inhale to inspire length, maybe heart lifts. And exhale to soften the belly. Find your twist. Use an in-breath to travel back through center. Re-extend the arms up high overhead. Exhale to cactus through the elbows. Broaden through the collarbone. And release. We'll kick the legs out in front of you, knees bent. If you're not facing the short edge of your mat, go ahead and turn your turntables. Turn on your seat. And reach for the backs of the legs. With your knees bent, feet on the floor, feet on the earth. Inhale to lift the heart. Think cow pose. Maybe bring the chin, the heart towards the sky. Exhale to round the spine, cat pose, holding the backs of your legs, chin to chest. Inhale to lift the heart, cow. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift, elbows heavy. Exhale to round. One more. Inhale to lift the heart. And on your exhale, begin to hinge back from the hips, setting up for Navasana, or boat pose. Option to zip the toes up together. Maybe we hold on to the backs of the legs or extend the fingertips forward. Option to get light on the toes. Lift one and then the other. Maybe shins parallel with the earth. Whatever helps us facilitate this lift in the heart, prioritizing space for the breath. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes if you're feeling a little like moving around. Option to extend the legs. Stability from center. One more deep breath in. Long neck. And exhale, release, lower all the way down to the back body. Inhale to stretch out long. Exhale, knees to chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And allow both feet to meet the earth. Press into the feet. Palms frame the hips. Inhale to lift the hips for a bridge pose. Curl the tail towards the backs of the knees. Exhale here. Maybe press into the triceps. Imagine tearing the mat apart. Notice if maybe the heart lifts. We find a little bit more stability. One more deep breath in, pressing evenly into both feet. And exhale, release. Hug the knees in towards the chest. You can cross one ankle over the other and rock and roll up and down the length of the spine as many times as feels good. Moving with your breath. Finding this movement inspired from center. And we'll meet in our tabletop shape. Shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hip points. Go ahead and tuck the toes. Wrap the elbow creases to look forward. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Inhale to soften the belly down. Inhale for cow. Exhale, chin to chest. Cat pose. Round the spine. Inhale for cow. Send the hips towards the heels. Exhale, hover the knees and tilt the tail towards the sky, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a moment to pedal it out, bend one knee and then the other. And come home to your breath. Wrap the upper arm bones out. Maybe explore a bend in the knees, melt belly towards tops of the thighs as we allow the heart to get heavy towards the earth. No tension in the neck. The face, the jaw. Deep breath in. Long breath out. We'll root down through the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Option to bend the right knee, open up the hip. Maybe point the toes or keep the foot flexed, pressing into the right hand to keep the shoulders nice and level. Inhale brings you back to your three-legged dog. Right heel kicks towards the sky, toes down. Exhale, knee to chest. Shift forward and step your right foot towards your right thumb, hips width stance. Press into the feet, draw the energy up, high crescent. Inhale. Exhale to settle in. Front knee over front ankle. Maybe we press into that right heel to keep those joints aligned as we kick into the left heel, light up through the outside, the back of your left leg. Hip points shine forward. Bring your right fingertips to your left wrist. Side body bend to the right. Deep breath in. Exhale, open, twist to the right. Left hand forward, right hand back. Keeping your head aligned over your heart, over your pelvis. Squeezing the inner thighs to this invisible midline. Inhale through center, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Left heel melts, tee out the arms. Maybe toe heel that right foot out. Keeping our nice wide base. And press into the heel again of the right foot as you send the energy out through the outside edge of your left. Head over heart over pelvis. Left bicep wraps out. Flip the right palm. Inhale, shift forward, up and back. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. Press the forearm into the thigh to find a little lift. And wind your left hand forward, pinkies down to roll the shoulder, to plug the shoulder in. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Left palm roots, right hand reaches for your low lunge twist. Spin the left elbow crease to look away from the body, claw into the mat. And on an exhale, release. Frame the right foot, left toes meet the right, Uttanasana, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees to start. Shake out the head. And sink the weight back into the heels. Maybe send the hips back in space. Lift the toes. Notice the entire bottom of the foot. And with this awareness, begin to rise. Round spine, high mountain. We lift. Exhale to fold. Let it go. Uttanasana, hinging at the hips. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, slide the palms up the fronts of the legs any amount, maybe a slight tuck of the chin, weight is in the ball of each foot. And exhale, release. Step the feet back to plank, knees up or down. Find an inhale to get nice and long. Exhale to lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Stay nice and low, working into the low back, rooted. And exhale, release. Tuck the toes, press through your tabletop shape, and find downward facing dog one more time. Deep breath in, long breath out. Root down to the left heel, inhale root down to the right heel, inhale the left leg high. Option to bend into that knee. Open your hip to the sky as you press into the left palm. Inhale brings you back, three-legged dog, left toes turn down. Exhale, knee to chest, shift forward, think cat pose. And step your left foot towards your left thumb and root to rise, high lunge, biceps by the ears or hands at the heart. Find an inhale to get nice and long. And an exhale, side body bend to the left, left fingertips to the right wrist. Doesn't have to be a big move to get big spicy, at least for me. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, open twist to the left, right hand forward, left hand back. Prioritize this nice long spine in your twist. Inhales, lift the heart. Exhale, soften into your twist. A little balance of effort and ease here. Leading with the left hand, swoop it down to come through. High lunge, inhale. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, right heel melts, tee out the arms. Long line from fingertip to fingertip, front knee over front ankle. Energy in the feet. Bring awareness from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And inhale, reverse, left hand forward, up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, long side body, forearm to thigh, right hand reaches, maybe the pinkies turn down to roll the heart open, committed to the bend in our front knee. Pause here, pressing into both feet evenly, active in the legs. And release, right palm roots, left hand reaches for your low lunge twist. And release, left palm roots, right foot forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, a little bit swifter, but still mindful. Press the palms up together overhead. Exhale, fold, let it go. Bend the knees to hinge at your hips. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your version, long spine. Exhale to fold. Step the feet back to plank, knees up or down. Option to lower belly to cobra, or follow the length of your exhale halfway for your chaturanga and roll into the tops of the feet, knees and thighs lifted, upward dog. Exhale takes you back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Root down to the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Hips stay square. Exhale, right knee, right elbow or tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Pause here. Get nice and high on the left tippy toes. Deep breath in. Exhale, right foot towards your right thumb. And we rise. High crescent. Follow the breath. Inhale. Exhale, side body bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, open twist. Inhale through center, high crescent. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. We've been here before. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Right leg straightens or lengthens, right hand up and back. Exhale, Trikonasana. Pull the right hip back, left hip melts forward. Right fingertips to a block or the earth. Maybe the shin. Try to maybe reach your left hand to the sky or keep it on the hip to help guide that hip to melt forward, embracing this twist in the torso. Right elbow crease looks away from the body. Inhale here. Exhale, wind the left palm down as you bend into the right knee. Reach your right hand to the sky for your low lunge twist. Option to pause here or reach for your block and launch for revolved half moon. Left hand reaches out towards the top left corner of your space. Left toes turn down, right hand to the sky. Deep breath in and a long breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, release. We come back to our low lunge twist. And the right palm roots. Step the right toes back or keep them lifted for a one-legged flow or one-legged plank. To cobra, upward dog. Make your way to your downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal it out to notice. And come back to your breath. Deep breath in. A long breath out. We'll root down to the right heel. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Maybe it gives it a little tap. Contract the left obliques. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Shift forward. Pause here. Imagine you could touch your left heel to your left glute. Exhale, left foot forward. And we inhale to roll it up. High lunge. Exhale, side body bend to the left. Left fingertips to the right wrist. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open twist. Like you're swimming through honey. So moving a little bit swift, but staying mindful. Wind the left hand down to come up. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Settle in here. Press into the outside edge of that right foot. Strong legs. Inhale, reverse triangle. Lengthen through the left leg. Left hand reaches up and back. Exhale, Trikonasana. Long side body. Option to bump the right foot up. Reach for a block on the outside of your left foot. Maybe right hand to the sky. Trying to touch the tips of your shoulder blades together. Noticing if this inspires the heart to roll open towards the sky. Deep conscious breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Wind the right palm down to the earth or your block. Find your low lunge twist, left hand to the sky. Inhale. Exhale to launch for revolved half moon. If you would like, right toes turn down, maybe left hand to the hip. Steady the breath. Stability from centers. We open up through the heart. One more deep breath in here. And exhale, rebend the left knee, right toes tap down. Plant the palms. Option to find your flow with the left toes lifted this time. Honoring the length of your inhales and exhales. Make your way to your downward facing dog. Deep breath in and a long breath out. On your next inhale, get high on the tippy toes. Exhale, soft knees, hop, step, dance to the top of your space. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the hands up high. Exhale, Samasthiti, thumbs at the sternum. Take a moment to notice. Maybe gently press the palms together. See how it feels to find a lifted heart, long tail, and a soft, easy breath. We'll inhale, high mountain. Exhale to fold, let it go. Take the feet maybe a little bit wide. And inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to step the left toes back, lizard lunge. Pause, lift it here just for a minute. Not a whole minute, just a breath or two. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. Imagine right knee and left heel pull in opposite directions. And melt the left heel down, or left knee down, excuse me. And find your lizard shape. Embrace a little bit of softness here. Maybe peel the bottom of the right foot up. Allow the right knee to begin to open, right hip to begin to open. And you're welcome to take the right hand to the top of the right thigh for a twist, finding a little leverage, not force. Or maybe wind the right hand forward, up and back to get that nice external rotation of the shoulder and reach for the left foot. Left elbow crease continues to look away from the body. And embrace a little bit of softness. Deep, spacious breaths. If you opted for the quad stretch, come back through center. Tuck the left toes, lift the knee, step the left toes forward, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale to step the right toes back, lizard lunge, second side. Stay nice and lifted here. Find a deep breath in. Create space. Notice the skin stretch. Embrace expansion. And on your exhale, invite softness. Just notice. And we'll melt the right knee down. And find your lizard lunge, your version. Maybe finding some movement, allowing the left hip to open up, peel the bottom of the left foot up off the earth. Maybe you find a twist, left hand to the left thigh for a little bit of leverage. Or wind the left hand forward, up and back to catch the right foot. If you opted for the quad stretch, gently make your way back the way you came. Tuck the right toes and step the right foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe reach for opposite elbows here. Nice generous bend in the knees. Shake out the head. Open and close the jaw. Take what you need. When you're ready, inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to bend into the knees. Sink the hips towards the earth. Maybe use your hands behind you to negotiate your landing. And kick both legs out nice and long. We'll reach the fingertips forward. Inhale to lift the heart, point the toes. Exhale to roll it down all the way to the back body. Stretching out long when you arrive. Embracing the natural curve of your spine. Shine your rib cage towards the sky. And on an exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe rock side to side, hip to hip. And extend both legs out long. Reach the arms up overhead, or you can keep them down at either side. Walk your heels over to the right. Maybe cross one ankle over the other, moving into banana. Maybe shimmy head, neck, shoulders up and over to the right as well. Embracing a more passive attitude to this shape. Noticing how the body is breathed. And softening the face as we move closer to rest. Can come back through center, moving mindfully, and take it to the left side, walking the heels, maybe the arms, the shoulders, using the head to shimmy it on over. And pour the breath down the right side of the body. Go ahead and make your way back through center. And you're welcome to hug the knees in towards the chest one more time. Give the low back a little TLC. Before making your way into a Shavasana shape, maybe that's constructive rest, soles of the feet a little bit wider than the hips, knees knock in gently towards the midline, maybe resting the hands on the abdomen or the rib cage, snuggling the shoulders beneath the body, lift the back of the head, tuck the chin, and release it back down. Find that length in the back of your neck. Soften the skin of the face by bringing an awareness to the whole top row and the whole bottom row of teeth. Seeing how it feels to soften the tongue to the bottom of the mouth. And allowing this to have a ripple effect. Inviting a gentle surrender to the pull of gravity throughout the whole body in your Shavasana shape. You are welcome to stay in your rest shape for as long as you'd like, but I do want to respect your time and let you know the end of our half hour is approaching. So if that's your cue to begin bringing the body back to wakefulness with care, I invite you to deepen the breath, wiggle fingers and toes, begin to roll the wrists and ankles, rock the head gently side to side. And on an inhale, stretch out long, shine the rib cage towards the sky. Think happy cat on a sunlit windowsill. And on an exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Make your way to one side or gently rock up to a seat. Moving mindfully with the gaze soft or the eyes still closed down. Finding a comfortable seated position to close out our time, to leave each other in body but not in spirit. I invite you to join the thumbs together at the heart, Anjali Mudra, noticing the heat of the hands and space for the breath. We'll take a deep breath in and out together to celebrate this time spent in community doing yoga and honor the decision you made to fill your cup and bring a little bit more presence to the world. Deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. Thank you for sharing your time and your practice, not only with me, but with each other. Be well and namaste.